Hey guys. Hey guys, we are live on YouTube. How are you guys doing? We have a couple people already in the chat, and we have a whole bunch of people here in the as participant in the video also, just like usual. We have the usual suspects in here: Brad Kalman, AZ Froggy, Kurtz RC, Randy Sir Chirpalot, and John Martin from JMRC, and Beanfield from KBRC 13.
Hola, all.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
How's it going?
Hello.
And I got some news about the TAMIYA Porsche. Hopefully, it should be in. Next week, hopefully, or two. So,
Long and
Yours?
the Porsche, the new
Yours will be in.
yeah, the special anniversary one.
Cool.
Nice.
So their order did go through for it?
So he says yes. He's been in contact with them and things like that, and he is gonna reconfirm with them tomorrow.
Because I know they are all sold out.
Yeah. Well, he placed the order a long time ago, and I told
Yeah.
him to. So hopefully he does get it. I know that Sang from Great Hobbies also put 2 or 3 of them on order, but I don't know if he's going to be getting it because it's Great Hobbies has so many stores across Canada that they got to fill everything. So I don't know if he's going to get them, but I did tell him if you do and 110 Hobbies can't get one, I want one. So
That one of your major hobby shops in Canada.
Great Hobbies
Great
is
Hobbies.
the biggest one here in Ottawa. Yes. Hey Jack, how are you doing?
G'day. G'day, everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat.
Jack, what's
Hello,
up?
Jack.
Ready, sir?
Looks like your eyes a little bit better today.
Yeah, I was at the eye doctor yesterday and yeah,
Yeah.
shocking. Especially when you got diabetes as well. It's not doesn't help, you know.
No, it doesn't help. The
Doesn't help at all.
diabetes and a whole bunch of sickness gets you off of
Yep.
doing some RC stuff. That's for sure, because that's how it is with me. It just gets me tired. It gets me down, and I can't
Yeah.
do my stuff
Yeah.
properly. And especially with the legs, like it gets down to your legs, and I can't, or my back, and you can't get down far enough to actually videotape and get good shots. And
Don't want to see my legs, mate. They're a mess.
Yeah.
I got one for just one more run, Kurt.
one more run.
Kurt, you
What's
awake?
up? Yeah.
Just one more run, mate.
One more run for what?
One more run halfway through the video. One more run, brother.
Of course.
Had the popcorn out for that one.
I did one more run and I crashed after that. So
Yeah. But it went all
Oh,
right.
your speed run. I didn't watch that one yet.
93, 92, 93. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you hit. You didn't hit the 100 on that one.
no.
I think you went full throttle a couple of times, didn't you?
Yeah, twice. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just that motor's not set up for that.
And what are
Yeah.
you running in there as a car and motor and all that? 'Cause I didn't watch the video yet.
I have the Typhon with the stock motor, Typhon 6S. So
Okay.
it's got the Spectrum 150 amp and
Cool.
2050 kV motor.
Your next challenge is you have to break 100 with a TAMIYA kit. That's your next challenge.
Good luck, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, Stuart, Max already hit 152.
Yeah, it's doable. It's just you got to get the right gearing and the right motor and all that, because
Yeah.
they are stable, so they should work. Oh my God, Brad! The car's actually running. My God, I thought it was a drill, but it's the car
No,
actually running.
I'm testing the electronics.
That's good.
Awesome.
It's working.
Ow.
It's one step closer.
Problem is, I'm having problems getting it to turn red, Frank.
Oh, the controller.
Yes, the receiver.
Well, once you do it, you don't have to do it again.
Problem is, I haven't got it to turn red.
I just heard it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it doesn't
turning
use
red
red.
for the gyro.
Yes.
Did you follow my instruction on my video?
I swore I pressed it 3 times and it didn't turn red.
It took mine a second to do that, so
Okay.
try it one more, cycle it on and off, and then try it one more time.
Once the
turn it off,
power is
it
to it,
immediately
you
turns off.
tap it 3 times. It's got to be done within 3 seconds. You tap it 3 times. You don't hold it for 3 seconds. You tap it 3
Yeah.
times.
Pop, pop, pop.
You just got to do very quickly. Tap, tap, tap. Once it's on.
Yeah, it just blinked, but there it goes. Now it's kind of blinking on a red and the yellowish color. What do I do?
It's that your gyro's on.
Okay,
That's it.
You're welcome.
thank you.
Merry Christmas. Bah, humbug.
Two things.
World
Hey,
CRC's taking advantage of the
Jack
shout
took
out.
off.
Nightbot is hard at work doing shout outs for people. Great job, guys, using it. Let's see who's in the chat. Let's see the participant. Oh, we got a whole bunch of people. Bob's RC's there, Guru's RC, Green Frog RC, Jay's RC Expedition, GD Passel, Kurt's RC's in the chat also. Radioactive Scale RC's there. How you doing? My buddy from out west. RC Reactivated, RC84 Film. Randy's there. Spin Rush RC's there. Hey, Spin Rush, how you doing? Trail Crawler RC's there, and Wilt CLC's there. There's a bunch of people in there.
Spin Rush said he's on break on the 20th, so after that, he'll hope to jump in one of our panels.
Cool.
So what does a gyro really do? It just helps you stabilize like in high speed. Won't help you not flip over.
That is, well, it helps keep the car straight, going straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
It adds power, takes power.
Yeah.
Helps with the steering and cornering.
Well,
Can you
depends.
put one?
A gyro won't take power away. That is a different deal altogether. That's a active throttle control that's
Okay.
integrated with stability
Okay.
control, which is part of a gyro, or gyro is part of that. A gyro will only straighten out the wheels for the way it's, if it's going one way, it'll turn it the other way.
My bad, I misspoke then.
No, it is
Uh,
part of it, but active stabilization has gyro and throttle and brake control all built into it. A
Yeah.
gyro itself, like what is used on a drift car, when you're turning into it, it counter steers, so it turns into the turn so you can keep a solid, smooth line. If a gyro is
Right.
set up in a normal capacity, not for drift, you're going along, it'll just help straighten the vehicle out when you're at higher speeds for a lot of times. And then also, if you're racing, which you're not supposed to use it with racing, it'll help your cornering be a lot more smooth.
You're not supposed to use it for racing?
No.
I'm just
Uh,
asking. Come on, I thought that's why that comes with the TSM remote. Oh, never mind. It
Brad,
doesn't.
I got a message from Brad here from JD Passel. JD Passel says, I have a surprise from RC Elf.
What did he get you?
RC Elf contacted me via email. He will send me the TAMIYA fighting buggy.
Oh, the one I have that poor Brett doesn't get.
Yes. The one that Brett wants.
Hey, tell him. Well, I'm sure he hears me. JD, don't ever get rid of it. Because you always like to get rid of your stuff. This one is a keeper.
Cool.
What does he say?
He didn't say
Well,
nothing.
nothing yet.
You got to give him a couple minutes.
Yeah, there is a delay. There's a delay about 45 seconds sometime.
Plus he's got to type and give him a chance.
So can you put one of them in a Stampede
Yes, you
gyro?
can.
You basically, do you have the Traxxas system in it already?
No, I totally took it out. I put a castle in it. It's Got the Castle Electronics
No,
speed
I'm
control
No,
talking
and the
about
the
motor.
remote
talking
control.
about your
The
receiver.
radio.
and
Oh, the
control.
remote control. Yeah.
Does
Yep.
it have
Does it
TSM
have
on it?
TSM on it?
I'll have to
It needs
look.
to be a TQI.
Does it have? Yeah, it's a blue TQI.
No, it's just a TQ. It's just a TQ.
And
Okay.
no, you don't have
Yeah.
it.
Then you don't
You
have a
don't have it.
gyro. You
Okay.
could add an aftermarket one into it and just,
Power
Run it.
Hobby makes one, or you know.
Well, would it be,
Yeah.
see, my transmitter and receiver is messing up anyway, so would it be easier if I just said a TQI transmitter?
Well, if you're going to do that, you might as well just buy like a radio link, and it comes with.
yeah,
It
get the
comes with
radio
all
link
that.
with the built-in gyro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's-
it's about $100 bucks.
cheaper. Yeah, it's 75 bucks.
Yeah. And it's a great radio. I love using it for the semis.
Yeah,
You could use the RC6 or just even get the RC4. RC4 is great,
Yeah.
but the
Yeah.
RC6 has a couple other features that's kind of cool.
6 has more channels for you to
Yeah.
plug lights or whatever into you want.
Yeah, it's my basher.
Hey, Max Air 420, how are you doing?
Yeah, but you can use 20 RCs with it if you want.
If anybody in the
Oh,
chat
really?
Yeah,
if anybody in the chat wants to come online here and chat with us, drop me an email at thetankrc@gmail.com and I'll send you a link. I do not put the link into the chat. I just send an email. So what's on your Christmas list for you guys? Any Tamiyas on your Christmas list? Brad, are you going to get any Tamiya kits for Christmas?
Probably not.
Man,
He's got enough kits. He's got enough to keep him busy for a year or two.
yeah.
What about you, AZ Froggy?
Oh yeah, I got a couple different ones I'd love to get a hold of. Excuse me.
And the one we've been talking about.
Oh, that's one of them. Yes. I'd like to get a globe liner.
A
I'd
globe
like to
liner, okay.
I'd like to get one of the trailers.
So yours is the trucks? No, it's
Well,
a semi truck.
That's part of it, but there's a couple others I wouldn't mind getting as well. So
Okay.
and
Hello?
it's going to seem quite odd. Couple of the pieces I want are some of the educational ones, just because I think they're cool
True.
looking.
Tamaya, 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 Tamaya,
Yeah.
Tamaya,
That's
Tamaya.
what that's
Tamaya.
what the show's about tonight.
Tamaya.
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 That's it.
Muted,
Tamaya.
muted,
Tamaya.
muted.
Who the heck does
I
Lyle
get it.
have with him?
Is that Chris?
Not sure. I muted him. Okay, you can unmute yourself now.
I gotta say one thing to Jack. Jack,
I got gloves on.
went
It's hard
to
to do.
the
Just
mail.
stopped in to say hi real
and
quick. We'll see you guys later. Sorry for interrupting, Keith.
That's all right.
Who do you have with you?
That's Brad from
He was
403
gone
RC.
already, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I'm trying to get it back. I don't know what I'm doing.
There you go.
Is that working?
that.
There it is.
Okay.
That's Brad from 403 RC.
Cool.
Tamaya.
Welcome
So I'll
to
try and
Tamaya
join you
Tuesday.
guys when I get home.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. See you then.
There's-
Okay. What do you want to tell Jack?
Doing nothing at the
Oh,
moment.
it's gonna cost about $65. I can ship stuff to you, but it's only like special delivery, whatever. And it's like $65 for just like a little sticker through the mail.
Good
Oh, it's
night.
crazy.
What?
Nah, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah,
They
That's
have
what the
they've
mailman
screwed all
said.
sorts of things up lately.
no. I sent the stickers out yesterday or the day before. Cost me $2.
Yeah, but it's
That's
probably
because it's
some-
coming this way.
it's probably something to do with his state or something to do. I don't know. He checked at the mail and that's what they say. So
Wow, 65
Yeah,
bucks
that's
to
what they
send a
said.
sticker.
just for an envelope.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
That's
Dave.
crazy.
They've done stuff like that recently. So
That's crazy, man.
yeah,
So what would it be to send a big box? Forget it.
yeah,
Expensive.
yeah.
Get your wallet out. More
Yeah.
than a tractor trailer.
No,
That's,
that's
for sure.
that's insanity.
yeah.
$65 for a letter. That's crazy.
Yep.
These are some of the Tamaya tractor trailers that they have. I know you can get trailers from other people also, but these are some of the ones they have.
Yep.
Like that tanker one.
And any of the three bottom ones are the ones I'd be after.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
This one
The
is nice because
reefer.
it's got the 3 wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reefer trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me
I like the box
personally,
trailers and all.
Yeah, me personally, it's probably be a container, like a container, this one or this one, with the container on top, just for the fact that you can actually remove the container and
Yeah.
do more stuff
Have
with it.
flatbed too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like those too. Just for the Tamiya ones, I like the 3 bottom ones.
Actually, the
Mainly
flatbeds are nice too.
yeah, the 2 end ones are the most, the box and the tanker. The tanker is very hard to get a hold of,
Okay.
but I mean, yeah, I'd still like to have the globe liner, but I mean, I still want to get like,
Why is that one so
Oh.
friggin' expensive? Is it because of the freezer on it, or
it's
the
because all the extra
Hey,
stuff under it.
I
Yeah.
was just about to ask, is that really refrigerated?
No.
No,
Oh,
put your
okay.
food in there.
Hey, my sandwich
Keep your
Mm.
drink cold?
Put your beer in there.
and a beer.
Yeah,
What?
right.
A sub and a beer.
Yeah. That's
Go
the
cruise
exact
around.
same setup as my other one from Hercules for the axles and the way it's built.
Are the latch actually working at the back like a
Yes,
regular latch?
those do work.
That's
yes.
just crazy.
That's nice.
I've actually got some I 3D printed so I can put them on my big container up there.
Okay.
So yeah, those would be good, but I still want like the lunchbox and stuff like that. So I've got a number of things that would be on my list. But, but what I would get
Yeah.
would probably just end up being more parts.
Finish what you
what-
have.
Oh, really? 110 has the tanker in stock. Cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do they want for it?
I don't know. Let's go. Let's go on the website right now and actually check it out.
Jeez.
For you, it might be cheaper because it's we got Play-Doh money here, Canadian money from you.
Yeah. Play-Doh money.
So we'll go tanker. Let's go to the website.
G'day, Dale. How you doing over there, mate?
Hit
Yeah.
that like button, guys.
This is cool because I go to 110 Hobbies all the time, and that's my truck, and that's my truck on their website. And there goes my truck again.
Jeez. We can't get
So-
away from them.
No, you can't get away from my stuff. So
I saw a
tanker,
Raptor get wrecked today.
$5.99, $5.99.99. That's not bad.
It's in stock, huh?
That's what
Wow.
it says listed here. Listed. That's what it says. $5.90 US.
Yeah.
This is $5.99 Canadian.
Wow.
There, and they take PayPal and GPay.
Yeah. Do you read the description there and you'll see why that one is so expensive.
Oh, it's all metal.
Yeah, it's stainless steel.
Yeah.
So it gets up there in price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deform it and then ship it and not get destroyed. Yeah. The extra packing and all costs you too.
And it's equipped with the support leg that automatically retracts when
When you back up into it. Yeah, that's the standard deal.
Okay.
That's not the motorized type.
You can just duct tape 2 beer cans together.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us know, Roy, that 110 Hobby had it. Cool.
Yeah, thank you. Wish I had the cash to get it. So
Yeah, that's the only problem. You can put as much stuff on your wish list as you want, but getting it, that's a different story.
Yep.
exactly. And me being a broke croaker, yeah, it don't go too well.
Oh, I see Brad is still programming his remote. Cool. Kurt RC, what are your or do you have any plans of getting any Tamiyas in the near future?
No, not in the near future, but I would like one of those like race trucks.
The race one, like an F1, you mean? Oh, the race truck. Okay, yes.
Yeah, the
Euro
race
truck.
trucks. Yeah,
The Euro,
those look
yeah.
cool.
Those are a blast to run.
Yeah, they look like a fun truck to run.
Are
Yeah.
you wanting to race them?
No, just to out in the street and have, up and down the street.
If you're gonna do that, get the oil-filled shocks to put on it. It'll handle so much better.
Yeah.
Oh, also, if you want to see what it's capable of, go to watch some videos a couple years back of on what's his Filthy Coast channel. He shows what those things are capable of.
Okay.
Yeah, he got his moving like gangbusters. I mean, it was fast. You need to take a look at it.
Yeah, I know you can get them running pretty good.
So this is one of them. This is the man one, but they all have the TTO2 as a chassis.
Yeah, Brett has the man.
Right.
I like the Mercedes one the most.
Cool.
Out of all of them from driving them, the Bagheera handles the best because it's got weight back a little bit towards the center compared to the full
the
cab
cab,
forward design.
Yeah.
But the Mercedes looks the best.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
is that really true though? Because, or is it just visual thing that actually throws you off because of the way the steering is?
No, it's heavier in the front with the cab forward design compared to the
Yeah, it's
Bagheera.
so much
where it's
taller. in the
set
front.
back. Yeah, it
Okay.
does make a big difference because I ran mine with both bodies on it to see.
Cool.
My
Oh.
bearings are so loose in this; they like to come out. They hopefully it won't happen when they're
But of course not, because you're gonna have the pin in there and you're gonna have
in
the
the
hex.
tires. Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm just sitting here testing it.
Now they do mention that when you put the bearings in there, so they stay in there, you got to put two body clips. In the manual, it usually tells you put body clips in there so they don't fall out. So you should have some spare body clips in there in your kit to actually
have
put
the
some
body
body clips on each side. That's a good little trick for you not to lose those bearings.
I've seen that done.
Okay. Wilt CRC says, I've always liked the race trucks. Cool. Randy, do you have any Tamiyas coming up you think you're going to be getting this year?
Not this year, but you never know. Brad might talk me into it.
Yeah, I talk you into a CCO2. You might as well compliment the CCO1.
The CCO2 is pretty good. It's pretty capable. The turning radius on it is amazing. I know a local guy here that runs a CCO1 and he loves running it, and it's got tiny tires. And the reason he drives it is because he just loves the challenge of it. He has a TRX6. He's got a TRX4. But the one he always comes out and drive with is the CCO1. And he actually tried my CCO2 and he was really surprised. And I think he's going to be getting a CCO2 because it says it handles so much better than the CCO1. It's just crazy.
They're both great rigs. They're just, the applications are different.
They're great for what they do. Yes. You cannot compare it with a TRX4 or the Axial. There's no comparison. Of course, the other one will outperform that one, but for the challenge it brings you and it gives you, it's a nice
Makes
little
you a
truck.
better driver.
Yeah, it will make you a better driver, but it's going to give you a bigger challenge. Like it's just
Makes you pick your lines a lot different.
yes, you really got to be careful with your lines, and so it does make it hard. But Randy, which kit do you have an eye on or thinking of getting, or would a semi truck?
He was thinking
I wouldn't mind getting a Sand Scorcher.
Sand Scorcher?
Yes, I remember you said you were thinking about a particular buggy.
Yeah. Brad, just when I ask a question to somebody, please let them answer. Don't answer for them. Thank you. Guru, what about you? What do you think? Oh, that a smile on his face there and the eyes going up.
Hey, a TTO2 land feeder.
Which body?
The land feeder.
The land feeder. Okay, with the one with the tracks. Cool.
Yes, quad track. TTO2 FT.
Besides the
sound like Brad for a second. The TTO2 FT.
Yeah, you're starting to get really technical there with those words, and
he's learning the chassis.
So, did you actually put that on your list, or actually looking for one right now?
I don't know. I might
Cool.
squeeze that up out of there. I got a birthday coming up. I should be nice to myself. I work
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
True. True. That's going to be my excuse to my wife. Listen, like that Porsche is my birthday and my Christmas present to me.
Right. There you go. There you go.
Go.
They're so close together, so why not? So
Say less.
yep. What about you, KBRC 13? Do you have any Tamiyas in your?
Yeah, I would like to get one of them. Is it the Sand Scorcher, the Beetle?
Yeah.
They have
Yep.
different Beetles.
Yes.
They got the Blitzer.
Blitzer.
Yeah, one of them too. I like to get a Beetle.
Cool.
They have quite a few Beetles. They have a MO6. They have the XF01X.
I think
have
he's
the
wanting more
Blitzer
like
Beetle.
off-road for bashing
Yeah.
around with.
Okay.
Yeah, like a
Well,
Baja
the
Bug.
XF01 could do some off-roading.
Is the lunchbox bashable?
Yeah.
Lunchbox, yeah.
Keith, I can see you with a lunchbox.
Yeah.
Lunchboxes
Many
are
people
very
see me
popular.
with lunch boxes.
The Lunchbox is a very fun car to play with. Trust me on that one.
Hey, and don't forget the Cloudbuster. Those things are a blast too.
The one that Xavier is building right now. Which one is that one again?
Sand
He's
Scorcher.
building a
Sand
Kyosho. Oh yes, he's
No.
building a Sand Scorcher. Yes, he's building a Sand Scorcher. I thought he had a Kyosho also.
He got one, but he's not building it yet.
Okay.
Because that's what my dad did in his later years. He would buy Volkswagens and fix them up, and I should have done that with him, but I didn't.
Mine did it with vets. I couldn't afford to do that. Unless they were like this. Nice and small.
Yeah, so I'd like to do a model for him.
Oh yeah. I'm looking for the Sand Scorcher right now.
I'm sure
But
I'd
this-
bash it.
Is your father still alive? I
I
forgot.
think. No.
So to me too, for a Beetle or for this, it would have to be the Sand Scorcher also for me.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
I like any of those chassis.
The SRBs are wonderful. They're just cool chassis.
Yeah.
Just for the simple reason of all the metal that's in this kit. It is a very expensive kit, but it is a cool kit. Like all the motor in the back is all metal. All the front is everything is metal. So that's
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Comes with a yeah. Sorry, Tank.
the
Comes
cover.
with a
Yeah.
stinger.
Yep.
Comes with a nice scaled man in there too.
Yeah.
So it's very
Axle
Is that
interesting.
Beetle.
two-wheel drive?
Yep.
Yeah,
Rear wheel
it-
Yeah,
drive.
it is
actual-
2-wheel drive.
An actual front end of a real Beetle.
Oh, yep.
Yep. That was my first hobby grade chassis right there.
Oh yeah.
To actually bring I just still can't get over they actually miniaturized 10 times that same suspension from the actual car and made it for an RC car.
I
It's-
think Brad, you mentioned that in
Yeah,
every
I know. I just can't
RC
get
talk
over
that
how
we had.
that's talking about how scale they would go. That's what's so cool about it.
Yes, I know, and you mentioned that in every episode, which is okay because there's some new people actually watching that probably don't know that, but it's cool.
It definitely wouldn't be art. I mean, box art. I wouldn't paint it box art.
No.
I don't
But-
like that blue.
Now, what's with the paint job? Some people were saying that the paint job is hard to do on this, like box art is hard to do. Why would it be so hard?
Oh,
It's blue and white.
It's
No.
it's just a matter of getting the top masked off right over the door and all like that to get the right measurement.
Oh, the right angle. Yeah.
Yeah, that
That
is the
might be a
pain.
little
And
hard.
sometimes finding the correct colors are a little harder because it's actually like more of a off-white type deal, not a
Like
real
a
bright white,
periwinkle
and
blue,
they sell out
yeah.
really quick.
yeah.
Green and black would look good on that.
Yeah,
They
Is
actually
that a
tell
hard
you
car to get?
it's out of stock right now and it sells out pretty quick.
Yeah.
What's that?
they actually will tell you what if you want to use their paints, it'll actually tell you what paint you need to use.
Yeah, and those seem to be ones that go real quick. for some reason, because I've seen guys on different forums saying, I went, I looked for it, it's out of stock everywhere. So it's just one of those deals.
And don't forget,
Yeah.
I have to bring this up because there could be new people in the room. It can those gearboxes can take a 9.5 turn brushless. Just to keep that in mind.
Sorry about that. There was a crazy request from RC84 Films. He wants to see the beavers.
When did
He
you get
said
those?
beaver car.
Yeah, the beaver's car. So I will put this guy away because he's too big for the beaver car.
Oh.
This guy's also too big for the beaver car. This little guy fits perfectly.
When did you get the beavers?
Picked them up at the store. This is at which store? Anyways, it'll come up to me. Okay, RC84 Film wants to see this, so spotlight for everybody. There we go.
Because fulfilling a request.
He wants
Just
to see
for
the people.
There we go. The beaver car. Oh, he fell off. I guess I should have tied him up.
Yeah. I was joining Spot the Beaver. Is that same? You just dogged that beaver because that's the same one you guys ran over in Spot the Beaver, right?
It's actually the smaller. Yeah, it was. I think it was this one. It was this one that actually went for a swim. Yes.
Right. Like y'all just been mistreating that beaver.
Don't worry.
I don't want to know about that.
Beaver mistreater.
Don't worry, Guru. Outback Jack is nice and dry, mate. No water, mate.
That's what I should have wrote at the end of it.
Outback Jack likes the two-legged beavers like
One thing I should have wrote at
What
the end
did
of my
Brett?
video. One thing in my video I should have wrote is no beavers were hurt during this film.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should go
Clayton?
back and edit that on there.
Clayton, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. RCA4 Film says LOL. So you people, you Jack, do you think you're going to be getting a TAMIYA kit anytime soon? And
Kit?
yeah, kit. Well, they do come ready to run. You expert build.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not buying RCs, mate.
Okay.
I'm hardly doing any videos, so
Yeah. Well, you've been doing a lot of re-release.
well, yeah, I'll upload my old videos here and there, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, do some live streams. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna get next. Won't be TAMIYA though.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Brad. But
I know
yeah.
I've
I've got three. I've got the Monte Carlo, the 2007.
Okay.
I've got the FJ40, which is an absolute beast. That's a CC01. And I've got the Blitzer Stadium, which is a vintage. Which is
Yeah.
a vintage. I forget the name of the T something. Brett will know. I don't know the chassis of it. It's an old chassis.
I don't know. He does. I don't.
You don't know?
Yes.
No, I asked.
I don't know.
Spin Rush is asking, where's this conversation going? I'm trying to go to what's on your Christmas list for TAMIYA. That's where I'm trying to go with this conversation. But some people, they like to steer it other places. So I'm trying to.
If I was to choose an RC,
yeah,
it'll be a truck. No doubt about
semi-truck?
it. No doubt about it.
A semi truck.
Yeah, no doubt. I've always wanted one for a long time, but
They're
I
nice.
can't. You know, you get them as a kit, but sometimes I look on Facebook groups market and see if I can. But they still sell for a lot of money. You know, they're still selling for a lot of money because they put a lot of upgrades into them. They put a lot of upgrades into them. That's why.
Yep.
Yeah, they do.
You know, but you know, one day I might come across one that's going cheap. Who knows? I'd love to do videos with something like that. I could do a really great video with a truck.
Yeah, and a trailer behind it and all that.
Oh, I can do some great stuff with it.
Yeah, get sandwiches like you did in that video.
What sandwiches? What are you worried about sandwiches, mate?
The one with the sub that you got, that sub.
Oh, that was Steve, but that was a long time ago. That was
I know,
the
but you do that
FPV
again,
was in
but-
Oh,
2015, Brad.
that's not fair.
So now that we're at TAMIYA Tuesday. Let me turn on this guy.
This is about the
Read what
videos,
Spin Rush
obviously.
just said to you.
What?
Hey,
He
Curtis.
said, do you have any friends who work for TAMIYA? Know anybody in Japan? I could go out there and do a video or even stream live from there.
Cool.
That's not fair.
That'd be cool. No, I
Oh,
don't know
yeah, he's
anybody
in
over
Japan, isn't he? He's in
We
Yeah.
don't know
Japan.
anybody
He
over
is
there,
in
but
Japan.
we have Tony Fallon who works for them in the United States.
Yeah, but not in Japan. So Brad, this is my blah. Yeah, my
Your
brat, my
brat.
Subaru brat that I build, and it's all done. I've also put some lights in
Nice.
there. So I got red lights.
Oh yeah.
I got a light bar hidden in the body. And then I can actually turn both of them on, and I do have tail lights that are red.
And when you're running it, you got to get that actual fluid coming off, the actual red fluid coming off your.
Yes, I will when I make a video, but it's kind of hard right now because if I put the fluid on it right now and go outside, it's not going to go anywhere because it's just going to freeze because we're very much in the minus. So
Yeah, you can have that.
So
Yeah.
it turned out pretty good. There's a lot of different things that I've did that are kind of cool. This comes off. This is where the body pin is. It's actually part of the body pin, actually glued on there. Body looks like metal, but flaking, like a patina finish. So I kind of liked how that turned out.
Yeah, for your second paint job on that stuff tank, it's really good.
It looks
25.
like a bloody rust color. Like it's been painted by blood.
So it turned out pretty good. This is my the thing I'm going to enter in that competition there. So it should be interesting. Some people, since it's TAMIYA Tuesday, I decided to show it. I think I did show it off on last Thursday on RC Talk.
You showed it off a million times. What's the matter with you?
And I showed
Not
it
that
on your
first
stream
time.
also.
I'm okay with it.
You're quite welcome to show what you want on my stream. I got no problem with that.
It's a beautiful car.
Good work.
Yes, yes, you did your thing on that.
I think you should take it to a G6 if there's ever a G6 again next year.
I didn't bring any lighters up here.
When he goes out and does a run, he needs to do more than one run. Right,
Yeah.
Kurt?
All right.
Kurt's
I-
in La La Land.
Yeah.
You awake, Kurt?
I got to do a.
Kurt's concentrating on CCXRC. I can see that.
I think so.
I'm not. He's fishing for the 1,000 subscribers. You think I'm stupid, Kurt?
Don't rat me out.
Well, I'm there too. I'm having a go at him. He
I
kept
see
me
you.
waiting. He kept me waiting for hours last night. We were supposed to finally do this interview. He kept me up all night. I went to bed at 2 a.m. and then he messes me this morning.
Okay. Okay, let's go back to Tamiya's, guys.
Sorry, I thought I'd just throw that in
No,
just for
it's
Tony,
okay.
you know. He's
Yep.
live today.
Cool. So anybody in the chat, what are you guys looking for in Tamiya's?
Sorry.
Or would you like to know a little bit more about something about Tamiya? Because we do have a Tamiya expert here, which is
Who?
Brad
Who?
Kalman. Brad
I
Kalman.
try to be a TAMIYA expert. There's a lot of people who know more than I do, but I
you-
feel I'm pretty versed.
Okay. With the most experience here in the panel right now, it's Brad.
That's
And
because
then
that-
it would be AZ Froggy. I think AZ Froggy is pretty.
But I asked AZ
Or
Froggy.
semis. He's fluent in semis. Right?
Yeah,
right,
nice.
right. You're
All of
fluent in semis.
Jack.
He
You're
knows
fluent
his
in
semis. Yeah, I'll give him that.
Yeah, just a little bit maybe on those.
Well, Brad's probably the most knowledgeable one here because he reads the Tamiya magazines backwards.
Yeah, he does read them backward.
I
I
did
just
just
want
get the
y'all to know-
2016 one for free.
I don't know if y'all can see it, but in my phone that's Tamiya Brad.
Tamiya Brad. Is that his name?
At
That's
least
crazy,
it's not a
dude.
bad nickname.
His
Could be
first
worse,
name is
that's for sure.
Tamaya. His
Oh, it could
first
be
name is
worse.
so his first name is Tamaya and his second name is Brad on your phone?
Yeah, Tamiya Brad.
Cool. Chris from RC84 Films. Are you thinking of getting any Tamayas for Christmas?
Probably won't be for Christmas, but probably next year for sure. Definitely want that the Tamiya 6x6 is it Dynamite?
Dynahead?
Dynahead.
Dynahead, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Dynahead looks real cool, especially it has portals and it is kind of fast. But for me, I'd have to put an 80 turn motor or maybe even higher just to slow it the frig down.
Yeah, but you know what? At least it'd be just as difficult to run as the CCO2, or maybe at full point in that particular usage.
Well, it's to me, it needs to, especially for me, I would use it for crawling. So
That's what
I
I'm
need it.
gonna do.
Yeah. And I heard it's very fast. So you do have to put a very big motor on it, or a high turn motor to slow it down. So
Would you you wouldn't use 4-wheel steering on it, because you can still do the 4-wheel
oh yes,
steering?
yeah, 4-wheel steering
Yeah,
would stay on.
definitely. Yeah, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do the whole everything. So I'll do the 4-wheel steering and all. I got the Kong head, which I like the differentials on that, but I keep burning up motors on that. Trying to crawl with it. So
Yeah. Or don't forget, Frank, if you ever get if you get the Dynahead, either of you don't forget you got to get 58 ball bearings.
That's okay.
Those are the learner's kit.
That is the second most ball bearing car that they make.
Okay.
also one of the cars that has the most gears in it.
It's a monocoque with nothing but gears.
There it
I'm
is.
sure the trailer truck's one of the first, right?
No.
See, because what I wanted to do with this is actually take it and don't use the back bed, but actually do a tow truck, like make my own bed on it in metal or in styrene, doesn't matter, and actually put a tow truck on it, or even the automated crane on it to actually use it as a recovery vehicle.
That'd be cool.
And the portal axles, of course.
Yeah. I would like to get one of those. That is a cool little truck.
It is. I mean, like I said, I got the Kong head, which is basically almost the same truck, really, just with the portals.
Without portals. But those are made to be fast.
No.
I've seen this thing with crawler tires, and man, it looks nice. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
It's ugly, man. Come on, that's ugly.
It is
I don't
ugly.
think
The
it's ugly.
body on it
It's
is kind of
ugly.
strange.
It's ugly, man.
But
Come on.
take the body off. You look at it this way. You look
Yeah,
at it
probably
this way,
the
it's
chassis and everything. Yeah. But the body's ugly. Come on.
Yeah, the
That's
body's
my
ugly. I
opinion.
agree with that.
I mean, that's my opinion. That's, everyone's got their opinion, but I just don't like it.
It looks like
Hey,
a winter
Frank.
truck. It looks like a truck that you'd find up north to
Looks
crawl
like a
on snow and things like that.
JT4.
So what size
Yeah.
are those wheels?
Those would be better for him to use on road.
I believe those are 2.2s. The
Yeah, it
rims.
looks like a 2.2.
Yeah, they're
exactly the
2.2.
size of them. I don't think they have the size of the wheels here.
But don't forget, it's
Oh.
an 18 scale car. So
There, Andy. Have a good night, mate.
Anyway, guys, I gotta go.
There,
All right.
Hi,
Andy.
Randy.
Later,
I have to
Randy.
give you a call
Later, Randy.
sometime, man.
See you later.
Yeah, but it's a very capable vehicle for crawling. I mean, the
the right
Kong head
tires.
is great.
Hang on a second, Brad. Or Tank, go back to that picture, please.
Oh, sorry. Let me put it back.
Looks
Which
like a
picture do you
fire
want to
truck.
See? Just go right there. Go back to where you were with the words for the description.
Oh, the words for the description. Okay.
Yep. Right there. Hold on a moment here. 53854.
That's a gear ratio.
Look,
Oh, no.
now I'm looking up the tires.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
the
okay.
tires. Huh?
Yeah. Item number 53854. Yeah.
They're sold out of them. A pair is 22 or 2150.
Hey, Kagan.
Hey, Kagan.
Oh, green frog. In the
It
building.
does not give me the sizes on there.
Even for the wheels.
Yeah.
I've
So-
seen 1.9s or 2.2s on there, I think.
So what are the? Someone said they had crawler wheels.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can,
I
it's
saw-
got
I
a
saw
12
it.
millimeter
It's a
hex.
trailer truck.
Yeah.
It's just a regular 12mm hex on there.
Yeah.
The bus is kind of cool. That bus. That's not.
Yeah.
too
Yeah,
I like
bad.
the semi.
Yeah, they do have come in two other versions, but this is the one that RC84 Films has, but this is the
Yeah.
other one.
Yeah.
Showing
But the
out.
King Yellow and the Kong Head, they both do not have portals, but it's basically the same chassis. except
So they're 1/18 scale, are they?
yes,
1/18th.
yes. Like
No.
But they're
because
still pretty big because of the length.
it's a 1/18 scale, if you put a 1/10 body on it, the body is just going to be a little wider and go over
Yeah.
over the wheels. And that's why I'm thinking, to me, it would be a perfect little truck for recovery, because you change the
Yeah.
cab, you just take a cab and put it in the front.
Yeah.
Look at the price, but 300, is that Canadian?
No, that's US.
That's
376
But that's
bucks.
suggested. That's not
Yeah.
retail. This is list.
Wow.
yeah, that's suggested. I've seen them going for like 250.
Okay.
Yeah, manufacturers suggested retail price, but they
Oh,
go
okay.
for way cheaper than this.
Here's what I don't know what you would do with the body since everybody thinks it's ugly. I defer on that, but that's not going to get into that. But you could get the semi body and put it on that with the portal axles and have your
Yeah.
wrecker.
I did a
It'd
muscle.
be
game
good
on it.
like a tow truck or something, you know?
Let me see
Yeah.
that.
Like a tow truck or something will look all right. What the heck is that?
That's
The same
that's
thing.
the Tamiya.
That's the Kong head.
Yeah.
What's that body there? Where'd you get that?
It's from J-Com sets. It's the monster truck body shell.
Ah,
Just
So
cut
it
it.
works fine
piece
on
of
there.
dong.
Please.
Sean.
Akon Militia.
It uses the tires from
It's a dome.
the
Chris.
tire side.
When I move down to South Carolina, you got to get me whatever you smoking, because man, that imagination is off the hook.
Yeah, isn't it?
Those
You know
tires
what it is?
are
You know what it
much
is,
like-
Guru? You know what it is? They sees too many beavers, mate.
I
It's,
see
those
more
are,
than you
those are
do,
lunchbox tires.
What's that, mate?
Those are
Jeff. I see
lunchbox
more
tires.
than you do.
I can't hear you. Say it again.
I said I see more than you do.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. The two-legged variety. Man, ask Outback Jack, mate. He'll tell you. Two-legged variety any day of the week.
I don't even
Yeah.
know if I don't even know if there's any beavers that are native to Australia, but that's another story.
No, we don't have beavers here.
No, they got kangaroos.
No,
But
we don't have beavers.
KBRC 13, you were talking about Beetles earlier. This is a kit that you should get that's very cheap. Like you
Ooh.
can
Oh,
get this
that's-
for under $200 at the store.
It's
And
a
that's
four-wheel
just
drive.
that's cool too. I like them tires, man.
It's a rally
It's like a
car.
rally car. Yeah.
It's a rally car.
That is the other kit that I have to build. I have that kit here and I have to build it.
That's
But that is
Have you
4x4.
built one of those yet, Tank?
Pardon me?
Have you built one of those chassis yet?
Yes.
He has it.
Yes.
And they're a good
Oh, it's just-
chassis?
Yeah, they're good chassis.
So
They're quick.
what is it? RC Volkswagen Beetle rally car.
Yeah.
Beetle, the model is if you Google
MF01X for the
MF01X.
chassis.
No, it's 58650. If you write that down, if you just put Tamiya 58650, you will find this kit. Don't search it by the name because you might find something else.
No, I bet you the new hobby shop might have them.
Yeah.
You know
and
what's
they-
nice about that one? It has a solid drive shaft. It's solid through and through. It's
Yeah, it's right here. It's on
yeah,
the
and
side.
it reminds you of the TL01 drive shaft. I wonder if they borrowed it from it.
I can show you one. I do have one here.
And those wheels are actually the exact same ones that are on my Mugen CRX.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
comes
exact
with the
same wheels.
front lights like that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you should be able to get this under $200. And the only thing, does this one come with an ESC? Because they do come
Yes.
with ESCs lately.
Yeah.
See the one in Connecticut, scale scales, you can't take the fenders off. That's illegal. So
Okay.
if I ever built one like that, I'd have to have the fenders on. So
So the only thing you'll need for it is a radio, a servo, and that's it. Because the
I got a
motor and the
radio.
ESC comes with it. Yeah.
I mean, can you use I got a servo I got a
Well, listen, if you
servo.
get that radio link radio, just put it on that.
put it on that too. Yeah.
Power Hobbies has it in stock for $141.40.
Hey, $141. That's
Wow.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And if you are going to do any bashing with it, it's up to you, but you might put heavier grease in the front to
Yeah.
actually, so the diffs are a little bit not locked, but a little stiffer.
More of a posi type deal.
Yeah.
Or you also gosh, I just had it in my head.
What's the So somebody asked, what's the channel name for the Santa in the bottom corner? I'm not sure if he's talking about Kurtz or KBRC 13.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm up next to you, Tank.
mate. That's not Santa.
Yeah, it depends. What's the back? What's the shirt? Blue or
Yeah,
gray?
what's the shirt? Blue or green?
So if
Green.
it's the guy with the white door behind him, that's KBRC 13. That's his
KB's the one
channel.
on the bottom.
No, you're on the
then,
bottom for me.
Okay.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kurt, you're on the bottom for me.
And then
I
Kurtz
still didn't
RC.
get I didn't
Yeah, but
get
not on
the-
YouTube.
I didn't get JD's answer about if he would keep that one and not get rid of it.
YouTube, you're on the bottom.
Kurtz RC, that's the guy that just talked. His name, his YouTube channel is basically Kurtz RC. Everybody here, I think, has their name as it's basically on YouTube.
Channel.
Except for Chris. Take away the Chris and RC84 Films, that's his YouTube channel. Gurus RC, that's his YouTube channel, even with all the dots.
Be
Brad
Hakeem
Kalman.
RC. that would work too, Hakeem.
Right.
It
Oh,
would.
Clayton says, yes, I did find Santa. So he did find him.
It's
Cool.
Colonel Sanders. That's not Santa.
That's what he calls him. That's what he calls him.
Call me
Still waiting
anything you
for-
want, but late for supper.
That's right. But I still wait. I'm waiting for that 21
Anything you want.
21 pieces bucket, mate. Where is it? Hand it on.
So here's
and you
the,
make it better.
so
I
this
want
is
one
the
of those
one,
too.
this is the one I'm waiting for Christmas. This is the one I'm waiting
That's
for.
nice.
This should be nice and easy to paint, just white.
What
Yeah.
chassis
All the
is
rest of
that,
them stickers.
And a lot of stickers to put, yes.
And look at it. Don't you love how
And
it's
stickers
packaged?
you got to cut out.
Pardon me?
You
Look
have
how
a
well it's
do
packaged.
you have a chassis picture of that?
Stickers you have to
That,
cut
that's a
out.
TTO2. That's a
Oh, it is a
TTO2.
TTO2.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Frank, look how well it's packaged. Do you like how it's packaged?
Yeah, but it won't stay
Cut
like that
those-
for
get
long once I
those
start
out.
I
building.
know.
You guys,
Now those
Uh,
are hard to get, huh?
Blister
They
They're already
package.
sold out.
They are getting sold out, especially in the US. They're not in Canada yet, but they are arriving in Canada. So you might be able to get it in Canada and get it shipped to the US.
Hey, Frank, have you got the ability to change our name turned off?
Sean's here.
hey,
The what?
Sean.
Uh-oh.
I didn't
Can you
see
change Sean's name?
come in.
Yeah, I can't change my name for some reason.
Yeah. This is
Oh yeah, I disabled that.
Operation
Hold
Love
on.
Charlie.
Hey,
There, now you should be able to. I disabled it for a little.
I've got a question. Who's moderating the chat? Because there was questions that were missed.
I'm
I'm-
trying to moderate it, but
Hey,
I'm trying to display at the same time. Sorry.
Okay,
what was
Grant
the
asked
question?
Grant asked the question 10 minutes ago.
Okay. And what was the question?
He wanted to know the upgrades from a TTO2 TF, is it? I'll have to scroll back. I've got no idea with these
TAO2S.
TTO.
Yeah, see what's the
I know-
TAO2S?
Yeah.
TA.
Saying
You
that's
talking about the
for-
cracked one?
Hang on, let me find
Still
the
in here,
question
right?
and I'll let you know. It's that far back.
I'm pretty far back right now.
it's-
I'm looking.
I don't know if this for sure, but I know that the TTO2 might be coming. You might be able to get a oil-filled differential for them soon.
This one.
So you guys were complaining about putting stickers on? You should try to paint stickers.
TTO2 FT. Is there such a thing?
FC?
No.
The FT.
Yes, the TF. It's called the TF.
Oh,
the
you got it the
FT.
other way around. You wanted
Yeah,
to
it's
know
my
what the
VFT.
upgrades
Yes,
on
it's
it.
a track vehicle.
Me
That's a track
finish.
truck. That's a
Jesus,
track
Brad. Calm down, mate. Before I lose it. TTO2 TF he's got. I don't know if it's backwards
that's
the
the-
letters.
That's the track truck, the one with tracks, that Ford truck.
Yeah,
Is that what
no,
it is?
yeah,
Is it?
The Land
Yeah.
Freighter.
The
Is
Land
that the
Freighter.
one that Rex has got?
Yes.
yeah, the TAO2S.
Well, he asked about upgrades for it.
Look at Sean's RC Adventures logo that he made.
What did he
Like my
do?
background.
What did he make?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tuesday Radio Shack. Let's talk.
Do you like
He
that
replaced
background?
Tamiya with Radio Shack.
That's funny.
Tuesday Radio Shack.
I lost the
Between
nut.
him, hey, and they right next to each other. Between him and Chris with the damn.
And Chris has the dam.
Yeah.
Beaver
That's
dam.
courtesy. That's courtesy of my good friend Keegan. With that nice background down.
For the upgrades for that
Yeah,
FT, I don't think there's a lot of upgrades for the tracks yet, other than putting bearings. But for the rest of the truck, it's a TTO2. Any upgrades for the TTO2 will fit on that track truck. But as soon as you get to the outside of it where the tracks are, that's the track. But any other upgrades will fit on it.
Yep.
So that's just a TTO2 chassis, you're saying? That's
That
it?
is correct.
Yeah.
Ah.
It just has at the hubs down, it's got differences there.
And I believe the arms, I'm not sure if the arms are the long arms or the shorter arms, because they do
I
have
believe they're the longer from what I saw of Jake's build.
Yeah, they because of the L. So you do have to be careful if you get metal arms for them. You do have to be careful because they do have different length for the arms, because that TTO2 is also used for rally. It's used for a whole bunch of different trucks, and they come with different length of arms.
Look, Jack,
There's a
bro, you
buggy
probably
version
like
too.
this. You like that
What's-
jacket, Jack, bro?
Just a look. Mate, get rid of that background. You're all over the shop, mate.
I'm just saying, you like that? Look, I'll put it on for you.
Well, I can't see it because it's all over the shop with the chroma key.
Can't get rid of that background. That's the best background here. What about that for
Right,
you?
but- yeah, for sure, of course.
Cool.
Sorry, just one tick. Did you see the traveling cop go crazy?
Oh man, it was
I'm
like
not sure.
seeing, wasn't
Let's
it?
keep
see him
it.
go
Let's keep it
nuts.
RC, guys. Let's keep it RC.
Yeah.
I'll
Even-
just quick. What's the matter with you?
Let's
Even
keep it
today
RC.
was a good game today against AC
Yeah.
Milan.
Let's
Devok's
keep it
a
RC.
legend, mate. He's a legend. That
Okay. I had to mute both of them because they're talking about whatever football or hockey or whatever it is. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm going back at talking about
Tamiya
no control.
Tuesday.
So, this is the
Don't
kit.
make me leave, Tank. Don't make me leave.
Sorry.
You'll be in trouble. You'll be in trouble.
Okay, let me get one thing clear. I am the host, and I say what goes on in the show and what does not go on in the show. Nobody comes in here and tells me I want to speak about something when it's not time to speak about something. Is that clear? Now, if you want to leave, Jack, because I said that, there's nothing I can do to stop you. Thank you. Okay.
More hard on me than he's on Brad.
I talked about this before the show started, Jack, and you weren't there. But
Hey, look,
I
it's
told you
only-
guys
it was
to go
only a
back to
sentence.
RC.
It was
It's
only
a
a sentence.
Volkswagen Beetle.
Okay.
It was only a sentence,
So-
Tank.
So another one I wouldn't mind getting is the MO7, because it's a short chassis, and the MO7 is basically a front wheel drive of the short wheelbase of that they have. And this one is a pretty cool little chassis, the MO7. They do have the kit for it, and the kit is not that bad. It did go down in price a lot because I remember when this came out, man, it was expensive.
Rex just got the MO8.
Yes, and that's why he told me too. It's only $202 Canadian, which is not bad.
That means
Wow.
that means it's under $200 US. Both
Yes.
of them.
It should
So
be.
what
yes.
exactly is the difference between an MO6, an MO7, and an MO8? What is the difference?
The MO7 has a different setup chassis, even though it's front wheel drive. It's the whole chassis set up differently, has different links and everything to it. The frame is different. The MO6 it like I said, the MO6s is a rear wheel drive. The MO5's a front wheel drive. The MO7's a front wheel drive. The MO8's a rear wheel drive.
Any numbers that are odd is front wheel drive. So every time you look at an M chassis car, MO3, MO5, MO7,
1, 3,
those
5,
are all
7.
front wheel drive. Okay. And you can see here the chassis is a little bit different because where the servo goes and where the motor goes. The motor is actually in the front and the servo is all the way in the back. That's kind of odd and kind of neat.
So the odds are front wheel drive, the evens are rear wheel drive. What's the all wheel drives?
The MFO1X is
MFO1X, yes, like this guy.
Like
this is an all-wheel drive and it's an M chassis.
Yep.
MF01.
And here's the MO5 in comparison to the MO7 there.
There's a complete chassis difference.
It's a complete different vehicle.
Yeah. I have an MO3, MO5, and MO6 here.
I had an MO1 and I loved it.
Yeah. These handle great too if you're setting them up right.
Yeah.
And this is exactly why I say it's from Radio Shack.
I don't see why you're saying that because it has nothing to do with it. And let me tell you, once you have that MO chassis on you and you have a Radio Shack, there's two worlds apart. It's
not a chance.
It's not
a chance.
Yep. Totally different.
You know what I gotta do? I gotta cut my servo horn. Actually.
You'd see a big difference. But the MO8 chassis looks kind of interesting. There is some cool stuff. I wish they would have put better shocks, but I guess they're okay. They're not friction. They are oil filled as far as I can see.
Yeah, they are.
So it's not bad.
Shocks for Tamiya are pretty cheap.
They are, but they do have upgrades.
For CVAs, there's two different types of shafts they have for the CVAs. They have ones that are solid, and then they have ones with you can put different holes on for the piston.
And they have this set screw here. There's a hole here that actually goes, and that's actually to adjust your ride height.
Yeah.
So if you want it to go higher or lower you just adjust this set screw, and this actually adjusts the A-arm for the ride height. Everything is adjustable on this car.
Yep.
Same on the 8.
Yeah, well, this is the MO8.
That is the 8, right?
For the MO7.
Yeah. So the MO7 and MO8, see the turnbuckles, you can adjust everything on here, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And the way they have this gearing done, and it shows it in the packaging, the way they've done so many gears is that when you apply torque to them, it actually transfers the weight down. So the weight, like torque twist, in other words, and this actually sends the torque pushing down, therefore giving you more traction. It's kind of
Can you
interesting.
get metal gears for that?
No, those are all plastic. But let me tell you, you don't need the metal gears in there.
I think it reduces what you're trying to say. It reduces torque steer.
No, it doesn't reduce this. It puts the torque. Well, the torque steer. It's when you go crooked.
Yeah.
But it when you hit that throttle, you have that instant pressure that goes down, and it actually, the way they've done the gear, it actually pushes everything down.
Yeah, you're both right in that.
Yes.
It does reduce torque steer, but it redirects the torque of the motor. It balances it out and puts it down straight instead of making the thing kick sideways.
I think the MO7s and the MO8s come with oil-filled diffs.
That's possible.
It's possible.
So why not metal gears, Tank?
They've done the Tamiya gears are so nice and so smooth, and I never seen anybody other than Brad, I think, that said that they actually burnt gears in there. Actually burned their gears, and I've never burnt any gears in mine.
Because of the bushings melted the gears into the gearbox.
Yeah, if your bushing burns, and then yes, your other gears are going to strip.
Oh, okay.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
So you'd rather get better bushings than
get bearings instead.
Get bearings. Yeah, if you're going to use it a lot,
instead.
and especially put a brushless system on there, you got to get the bearings.
Or
we run the minis with the 17.5 motors in them, and full bearing kits. They run like a dream. And you don't want the extra weight of the metal gears in the transmission going against that thing, especially if you're racing for quick starts and stops in corners and stuff like that.
Hey, Brett, it's still even when I get there's brush motors, they say upgrade to brush ball bearings because the RPMs are much higher.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I didn't put bearings in this MO5, and that's only because I'm not going to race it or run it a whole lot. I am going to run it, I am going to drive it, but not super hard like it would be if I was racing. It's going to be more of going to the car shows and cruising around, stuff like that.
Oh my God, I just saw RC Voodoo's comment talking about Tamiya. He says Tamiya S only good for the bodies. They are a step above WPL. Wow.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I've seen some WPL and I don't think so. And because I went look for that because I saw the LED wheel comment. Wow, comparing Tamiya to WPL is quite a jump. The WPL is absolute rubbish.
Comparatively, yes.
I do agree with Steph, the LED wheel. It is, or it was rubbish. Like maybe 2 years back. And even nowadays, some of their stuff is rubbish, especially the lower end one, the one that are like under $100. Some of them are not that good of quality, but they do come out with some better stuff.
Like metal parts.
Yeah, and metal parts and things like that. So they do come out with some stuff, but you do have to be careful of what you buy from WPL because it starts from way down here and it goes up. But you don't compare WPL with Tamiya. I don't.
You'll not like Big Head RC's comment then.
Oh, why? Oh, the scrap plastic that they swept off the floor too.
Yeah,
From the
okay.
WPL factory.
No, I don't think so. That's just people bashing on Tamiya. I don't know. It's just crazy.
People who bash on Tamiya have never really worked or messed with them, so they would never know because they're afraid to.
I don't agree with that statement, but it's probably because they had a bad reputation or a bad history with them.
But it has to be on a personal level because with their
Brad just
track
say they're
record over the
afraid to work
years.
on a Tamiya.
Sean AZ Froggy was talking about something.
Sorry. What was that, AC?
I said they might have had a personal bad experience. That's fine, but I mean, everything I've ever done, even just starting out building the Grasshopper, the other stuff I've worked on, it's been great to work with. And I mean, if you want to go quality wise, this is a few years ago, not current. Red Cat was a lot worse than Tamiya ever has been. And with Tamiya's history being around for so long, they've actually innovated a lot of the stuff that has come out in the RC world. They've had stuff that they've had as innovations compared to other companies. The other companies have tried to copy. No, that's how I was done.
But the difference is a lot of the companies take the innovation and moves their stuff forward.
I'm not debating that point at all. Not debating that point at all.
No, I know, but Tamiya
just
stays stuck in the 1980s.
I'm not debating that. They do get stuck at times, but overall, I mean, they do have new kits coming out with the new Avante and all like that. People are having split decisions on those, but they are doing stuff. They've been into the racing for many years. They've had brand new race chassis come out that have been very top of the line and compete with other top of the line brands.
Like, they're probably the only people out there that still use Phillips head screws.
I won't deny that part at all. I'm not going to argue that point at all.
No.
But a lot of their newer kits are coming out with the hex drive screws.
Some of their newer kits are.
The TD4 has total all hex screws.
I get it. So that's what I said. Some of the kits, they're starting to get into the 21st century.
Clayton,
the only good ones they make is a Cloudbuster and a 1/14 scale.
And some of the old kits, when they rebring them out, they've actually advanced a lot of the things in it. They've made better plastic for them, and they've even given some of them full ball bearings.
Clayton asked me a question. He says, Tank, what is your most favorite RC up to date? Wow, that's a big question. So basically, if I had to get rid of every single one of my RCs here, which ones would I keep? That's the way I see that question. And that's hard.
The white dually Ford, you'd keep that for sure.
Yeah, the toy hauler. Yeah.
Yeah.
My GCM truck, I really like that new one I just built. I really like it.
The Range Rover, yeah.
I love my Winnebago because it's one of a kind. It might have to be the TF2. It might be the RC 4-wheel drive TF2 or my GCM Racing C-Max chassis on the Winnebago. So
Herbie the Love Bug.
But the Winnebago is the chassis one, isn't it?
The Winnebago, it's the C-Max chassis.
Yeah,
it is the C-Max.
It's the original C-Max.
Yes. Yeah, the Range Rover is the C-Max 2.
Which one is it when you're driving that you always say tiny tires, tiny tires?
It's the TF2. On my last video, that was the C-Max, the C-Max 2, and which was my Range Rover, the one.
That's the Range Rover,
yeah.
Okay.
So man, let me tell you, that truck had tiny tires, but I was going over a lot of things.
I'm telling you, my Range Rover has tiny tires, but that thing can go. I just love how it moves, because the whole body just like it gives like an ascending roll and everything. Like all my trucks are tiny tires. I got one of my trucks, the wheels on the 1/14th Tamiya truck is actually bigger than my Jeep Cherokee wheels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I would agree with your choices there, Tank, for sure.
There's a lot of other fun ones I have, like the Kyosho Rampage. That's always fun. The new Tamiya CCO2, that's a lot of fun also because it's got tiny tires. But I'd take the other ones over that, and it's just fun truck.
Something people are forgetting.
Oh, go ahead, AC.
Something people are forgetting. It hasn't been until just the last few years that Traxxas has put ball bearings in all their vehicles. All they used to have before was bronze bushings, the brass bushing. Yeah. So people always complaining about that. There's so many other companies. Losi did it up until just a few years ago. Traxxas, Team Associated. I have bushings from each one of those brands from parts that aren't that old. So you can't completely bag on Tamiya for doing bushings. Granted, they still do it in their kits. Yes.
Yeah, so that's the problem. But that's the problem. The other companies evolved. Tamiya still hasn't.
Again, that's what I said. I'm not arguing that point, but everyone's saying Tamiya is the only one that's done it, is the way they're making it sound, when they forget about all the others that used to do it as well.
About to say you got one more red cat.
Traxxas probably done it all the way up until the Xmas.
I agree with
about 4 years ago.
Yeah. I agree with you, and I don't agree with you, Sean, in the sense that they do evolve because they've shown it in the MO8 chassis. The MO8 chassis comes with ball bearings, and that's a new chassis that they just came out with. So they are listening to people, and they are doing it. And the MO8 is a very good example. That's a new chassis. Any old chassis like TTO2 or whatever don't come with bearings. But if you get the TTO2D, which is the drifter, that one comes with bearings.
But the XVO1 came with bearings. That's an older chassis.
My SRB fighting buggy comes with ball bearings.
Yep.
My super hot shot came with full ball bearings. The Terra Scorcher comes with full ball bearings.
Let me tell you one thing. If it comes with Phillips head or hex, for me, I don't give a crap because it comes with screws. Working with Phillips head, now that I have the proper screwdriver, to me, it doesn't matter. I'll use the screwdriver and I'll put them in. I have no problem using the Phillips.
Phillips heads are antiquated. So
But they don't. But they're not exactly a Phillips head. They're JPA.
No,
or
no,
JPA.
it is a Phillips head. Flathead
it is a
screwdrivers.
Phillips
Now
head.
that's
It's
a
a
pain.
slightly smaller. It's a 01 Phillips head.
Now, if it was a Robinson, you'd say yes, because Robinson was probably made in the USA compared to Phillips was not.
Yeah, it's a Phillips. So it is.
Oh.
But Phillips heads are antiquated. So,
What's in the
and the
Tamiya?
body pin, they got to do away with body pins, posts coming up through the body.
Everybody still uses body pins
Yeah.
most of the time.
You can't
No,
knock
but
on them.
they're
for
all
everything.
hidden through the bodies. You
Not
know,
all of
body
them. No, they're
pins coming
not.
up through the bodies anymore.
Mm.
But if you, Rex has a good point. Like Rex just talked about Tamiya being a big company, and they have so many employees to keep going compared to any other RC companies. The other company that's just as big as them would be Kyosho, and that's in Japan. So there's so many people working for them; it's just ridiculous. But they and for them, it's all about the bottom dollar. It's all about putting them as cheap as possible and as profitable for them as possible. So that's why they're getting all the upgrades, and never mind the upgrades. Buy the friggin' $20 upgrade kit from somebody else and for the bearings. And like that, they don't have to worry about it. They keep the package low for you to actually buy it. Because you buy that Tamiya kit, it's $250. You go buy a Traxxas TRX4 kit, you're going to pay $500 or 600, not 600, but 500 and something dollars.
Yep.
That's twice as much as a Tamiya kit.
Even if it came with ball bearings.
Those come with ball bearings, but it's not the same car, though. It's not the same truck. I realize that and things like that. But
even a lot of their top of the line cars will still be cheaper when they're given ball bearings.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah, but there's a reason even for that. But it's like the one thing they need to do away with, like body pins coming through the bodies. They come out with some of the nicest bodies in the freaking world, and then they have big body posts and holes sticking up through them.
That's RC. That's RC for them. That's what they've been doing. But like no body pins. When is the first time you started seeing no body pins on cars?
In a production vehicle.
Yeah, it was in 2021. Actually, 2020, I think there might have been one or two.
19, actually.
No, like the G-made Komodo GSO2 didn't come with body pins.
Okay. But that was just
ones that have body pins, but they're just under. They're under the body.
That was just recently.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Brad. They come out with some beautiful bodies, but then even send the body not pre-drilled. Then
some of them are actually not pre-drilled. I've been lucky. I've been getting a lot of bodies that are not pre-drilled. But
that's lucky because that's nothing worse than a really nice body and then it's pre-freaking drilled.
Well,
just like some of the hard bodies back in the day, early body, like the SRB chassis or the especially the Sand Scorcher, it actually had a hook into the roll bar, and you only had one body pin, but it was hooked in through the rear to a hook. Didn't have a body pin in the back. It only had one body pin in the front.
Just like my Herbie, the Love Bug, the Volkswagen I got, it comes pre-drilled, and the friggin' holes are there for them. And I was so pissed when I saw that, but I found a workaround. And I
used that little UV plastic light, wasn't it?
Yeah, the UV plastic weld I used.
Yeah.
The Asterion up there did not come with a pre-drilled body.
Okay.
I made my own magnet mounts for it because I didn't want to go through that body. I've also done that for some other stuff as well for other brands.
Well, just like my CC01, somebody told me he didn't want to get that CC01 because the body comes pre-drilled. I opened up the box and it's not pre-drilled. So then I told him, no, it's not. And then he goes, no, it isn't. Oh, cool. So then he went and got it. He was not buying it because he actually thought it came pre-drilled, but it was not. So
kind of like the Humvee. There's no body post going through it on the Tamiya one.
Now, how does that body hold?
It has a front clip there, so there's like two little clips underneath that just goes under a rail. But I mean, the back portion, yeah, they did have body pins on the back of it. I guess because of how high it's set on the back, but
Oh, just as a thing to say, like no body post, the CC01 when it came out, I don't have body pins on my CC01, my chrome body. There's no body pin. It's a front, and it actually clips at the back.
Yeah,
It's kind of
the
interesting
brand
how
new-
they've done that.
The new Traxxas hot rods. It's got a clip in the front and body pins in the back.
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah, that's what I got.
Exactly. And that's why I don't have one of them either.
Yeah, they're not the only ones that still run the body posts. They have some that
No,
are
but they're
extremely
still the only
long.
ones using
Yes.
Phillips head screws.
No,
and plastic
no,
bearings.
RC Voodoo, I do not post the link on the chat. If you want a link, send me an email at thetankrc@gmail.com, and I'll send you a link for you to come in here.
You should have Voodoo's email.
Yeah,
and
you should
someone
have
knows.
his.
I might.
Yeah, because Voodoo was in chats.
Yeah, he was
before.
in before. I thought he was on the email list.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, I'm trying Voodoo. No, I guess I don't have his email.
Welcome back, Lyle.
hello.
And there, Dirk.
So I gotta cut the third freaking piece off for that. Because with the 3 holes are too long for the 20mm.
Okay.
I gotta cut the third hole off to make it turn. And that fucking stupid Phoenix.
Hey, Dirk.
There you go.
Hey,
You got
everybody.
one.
Yeah, I just got the drama like.
Hey, Dirk.
I just got the drama like to take care of it.
Hey, John.
And
Howdy.
we had Lyle that came back with
Yeah,
us.
you was
How
so
doing,
quiet.
Lyle?
I didn't even know you was still in the chat.
John does that a lot.
Yep.
I ran away and I came back.
RC Voodoo says he's never been on tank. I think you have though.
Yeah, I think you have.
Yeah, once.
Yeah,
I
not,
think it was
not Radio
once.
Shack Tuesdays, but he's been on.
No, not on RC Tuesday. No,
he's been
TAMIYA
on
Tuesday.
the other ones like.
But send me a quick email at thetankrc@gmail.com and I'll send you a link real quick.
No.
I can do that.
Oh no. I got another major reaction. I actually found another gentleman at the car shows that has TAMIYA semi. So I had someone to drive around
There was
with.
a guy at it. There was a guy there with his that had the semis.
He was at the car show with his T-bucket and he had a Cascadia and he was driving it around.
Nice.
Only problem is he wanted to race.
He wanted to race.
He wanted to race, but his battery was dead because he was getting ready to pick it up as I came up on him, and he had to go charge his battery, and I had to leave before he got back. That would have been fun. That would have been something to videotape.
Yeah.
It would have been funny is if you had the ones you used to race. It says now I race you.
Oh no, I had the King hauler there, and that's got a 35 turn motor in it. He was running a 45 turn, so I would have had him covered.
GNCRC says I put the Lizard Pro in my mini trail finder. I guess he got one of those 124 trail finder, and he just premiered the video about 45 minutes ago. So he's trying to get you guys to come out of my channel to go to his.
Good luck.
Which one is that?
We'll go check it out later. GNCRC. GNCRC, put shout out in one word into the chat, and it's going to give you a link to your YouTube channel so people can actually go there after they're done here.
I'll be right back. I'm just kidding with you.
Thanks for
You're
the
gonna go
warning.
skinny dip? What? That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
What's that?
I heard you're going skinny dipping. What's up with that? Bring an RC with you, eh? And bring a camera.
No, please don't.
Film the RCs, not you. Yeah, that's it.
Whoa.
Wow.
Do you know how shout out works?
Sean certainly does.
Okay, Jay said, Jay's RC says, no, Tanky, he was talking to me. Cool. No, not a problem. I'm just toying with him.
Hey, Sean, did you open my package?
I didn't. No.
No.
Okay.
You
Just
said
wait.
you wanted to.
We'll wait.
Yeah, you said you wanted to open it live, didn't you?
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah, so then I'll
Yeah,
probably
wait till
open-
everybody gets it.
so I'll
Did you
open it
send
on
one to
Friday
me too?
nights.
No, not yet.
Okay.
It doesn't have nothing to do with Tamaya, so I was just wondering.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll open it Friday night.
Okay.
Okay.
JNCRC, it's all good. I was just teasing with you. I know you're not trying to get people to go there. It's all good.
He's a chop buster.
Yeah, I do that sometime. I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to stay quiet and keep my humor to myself, but sometimes it just slips out.
Holy smoke.
Oh, what?
Alright, guys, unfortunately, I'm going to have to actually run again, so I'll hang around the chat, so I'll
Okay.
smell you all later.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, good night.
See you Thursday night, Sean.
And,
Yeah.
Good night, you
and I-
C-word.
and I have not kicked Sean out yet of the chat, so I haven't seen him go wild on the chat. So maybe
Yeah.
that will happen. I don't know.
That's why I was asking Kurt, does he know how shout out works?
You're gonna show him?
All right, guys, everybody have a good one. Thanks for
Okay.
putting on the
All right,
shows
good.
again.
Thank you.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah,
Okay,
guys,
Sean.
yeah.
Guru, are you gonna be with me? You come and pick that stuff up, that grasshopper before Christmas?
Bro, I've been at work every day. Like I just like doing 10-hour days, bro.
10-hour days.
Yes.
That gets to you after a while. That's for sure.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that
with
that
one
Bronco
off
was
day,
my
I'm
Christmas.
sleeping my whole off day.
Okay.
So
Do send an email.
Yeah, I saw that. I just sending it now.
I
It's gone.
will get there. I will try to even get there before my birthday,
When
Okay.
is
I
it?
hate spam calls.
the 15th.
This month?
Yep.
Yeah.
13, 14, and 15.
That's next week.
Yes.
Mother was in labor for 36 hours.
Whoa.
Frank,
So-
Daniel said he sent you an email.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I replied
It
to
was
him.
mostly because
Okay.
of my head.
Sorry, I was dealing with the spam call.
My wife told me yesterday, she goes, you have not told me what you wanted for your birthday yet. And there's like, your birthday's coming up very quickly, which is on the 14th. She goes, I don't have time to go shopping. And the only thing is ordering it online. So she says, I don't have time. So I went shopping today on Amazon. So I bought all my stuff and everything's coming in a nice package tomorrow in a box.
Yes.
She does not know yet, but I'm going to take that box and
Nice.
give it to her. Says, here, give it back to me on my birthday.
Yeah.
I went
I got the
shopping for me.
Bronco for mine. Got the
Well,
Bronco for my birthday. So
It's the same thing to me. It's the same thing as giving her a list and telling her to go buy it. So that's exactly what I did. I sent my list to Amazon, Amazon sending to me, and then I'm going to give it to my wife. Say, here, wrap it up.
I put it in my wife's Amazon cart. When she
You
goes
guys
to
gotta
sleep, I
wish
pick
your
her
wa-
phone
your-
up and I just put it in there. I get her a nice cart.
Okay. Do you have two accounts? Do you pay for two accounts or can you get a family Amazon thing?
I don't know. We have Prime.
Yeah, with Prime. I mean, with Prime, Amazon Prime, can you get, because I have Amazon Prime, but it's on my name. But what I want to know is, can I create an account for my wife also under my name?
Wife has Prime, and me and
Okay. So
Amazon and I was going
You
back
can make separate wish lists.
because
So you do have to pay it
taxing
twice.
me for her Prime.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't even have Prime, so how are you taxing me for her Prime?
Okay.
So I never got Prime. So I order stuff when I don't care. Whenever it gets here, that's my form of sneaking because it just comes in the mail. And the other way is when I want it fast, I'll order it on her Prime.
Cool. RC Voodoo, you wanted to show something?
Yeah, this is, I know you like the TAMIYA Beetle. This.
On the motor.
Oh, I was looking for that. I'm looking for somebody to print that for me.
I printed
That's
this
the
from
man.
Alabama.
That's
Cool.
nice.
Now, how much do you charge for that, for printing that? And shipping is a different story, but how much is that print like that?
Charged him 25 plus 5 shipping.
So
That's
that,
pretty good.
hey, Voodoo, will that fit the Sand Scorcher and the Blitzer Beetle?
I have no idea what this fits. It just, all I know, it's TAMIYA Beetle engine.
Yes, and it actually fits on this guy, the body of mine, and it fits on this one.
Oh, it fit on that one? Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
You open up the trunk, and it actually fits perfectly.
That's a hard body too.
No, it's a Lexan body.
Oh, it's a Lexan. You just cut out the trunk. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It actually
somewhere
clips.
mounting,
See those body mounts at the back? They fit on the MO, the one that's rear wheel drive, MO6.
6, yeah. That would also work for me to put on the. That would also work for me to put on like the Delta plastic body.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I'll send you an email with that and try to get one here. I'm actually might need 2 of them. So, and those
Voodoo.
are resin print?
No.
Oh no. It actually looks pretty
It
good
was
for
resin first, and it was it actually come out way better with the FDM.
What paint do you use for that, Voodoo? What kind of paint do you that sticks on that?
What kind of what?
Paint.
Any kind of paint.
Okay.
Spray paint, enamel paint, whatever. It don't matter.
Yeah.
It's plastic.
Voodoo.
Yeah,
I
a
would
lot of
put
plastic.
a primer.
Yeah.
Put a primer on it, then you can paint it with anything.
Yeah.
Chris, Clayton has asked you a question in the chat. You'll have to scroll back to see what it is. He's saying he's giving you a hard time about not answering him, but you might have missed it altogether because I didn't see it myself either.
Oh, I have not. I'm sorry.
RC84 film, does this rig actually dig?
Swampers?
LOL.
What's up, GNC?
Oh, he left. He left, didn't he?
Yes, he's not even with us anymore.
Okay, that might be why he didn't answer you, Clayton.
Who?
He's not even here anymore.
RC84 film, Chris from
RC84
RC84
Films, Chris.
I told him don't leave. I needed him in the after chat because I was intrigued about how his father was working his RC.
Yeah. No, he might have had internet issues. He's had that problem before. So.
Voodoo,
Steph.
are you familiar with the Artillery 1 3D printers?
The Artillery, the Genius.
The X1.
X1. Let me Google that real quick, just see if it's one I think it is.
If
I was
so,
going to ask you
after the show, I'd like to give you my wife's number because I need you to give her a tutorial. Please.
Yeah, if you can stay after the chat.
Yes.
Because we can get our email situation figured out.
The Artillery SWX1.
Yes.
So this is Sidewinder.
Hans RC Adventure says model car paint is good.
Yeah, that depends on what you get.
We got a guy called Chainsaw in here. How you doing, Chainsaw?
Chainsaw, what's up?
What's up, Chainsaw?
Cool. And RC Voodoo, are you getting any Tamiyas for Christmas, or are you just going to stick with the WPL? No, you're muted.
He's on the phone.
He's on the phone. Okay. Sounds good. You can answer that question
Dirk.
later on.
You can answer that question.
For me?
Hey, Dirk.
Yeah,
I
Dirk.
mean-
Yeah, you didn't answer that question. I didn't ask you. That's true.
Oh. If I were going to get one, I would probably get another Clodbuster because don't have one currently built. They're in pieces, and I'd probably still have to buy some stuff to build one, but I'd love to have another one.
Now another one. That means you do have one, but it's in pieces.
Well, I have pieces to rebuild one. I've had 3 of them at one point.
Oh,
but
really?
I sold them over the years. Oh yeah, I had them back when they first came out.
Okay.
I still have the body and grill from it with the actual, Chevy bow tie
Yep.
on it.
Oh, that ain't fair.
That body alone could be worth $100.
The body itself is not in that great a condition. The grill's still in good
I
condition.
don't think it really matters.
No, the grill is the big money piece since it's got the bow tie on it. They lost the license years ago for that, so they haven't had the bow tie on there. So that's a real coveted piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get some model paint and dress it back up.
Yeah, or get a 3D printed grill for it.
Yep.
I know some people. I think on eBay, some people actually sell those.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple other sites too.
Yeah.
They have the 3D printed ones, the front and backs.
Yep.
Did John answer that question?
What's that?
Did you answer that question?
Yes, I did.
What's my
We're talking about the quad with the Chevy emblem on the front and the Chevy on the tailgate.
Oh no, I was asking, did Tank ask you the question as far as what TAMIYA you would get for Christmas?
Oh.
Oh no.
No, I thought I did.
I was here and ran away, and
yeah,
I don't know.
Run away.
So which TAMIYA would you get, John?
I really don't know. Like I said, there's one in particular that's been discontinued for a little bit. I'm waiting for it to come back around.
Which is
Stadium Blitzer.
the Blitzer?
Oh, he wants the Stadium Blitzer.
Okay.
Yeah, the Stadium Blitzer is on my car. It's on the Blitzer Beetle chassis.
Yeah, I know that and realize that. But then it's to track down said body after you got one.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I wish, I know that people can probably find it somewhere, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, you can find it, but I'm not going to spend $100 for just the body.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
Yeah.
Like I said, the chassis is fine. I can find the chassis, like you said. It's the same as the Blitzer Beetle. It's the body. That's the next problem.
I'm sure they're gonna re-release it. They've been re-releasing.
Exactly. It was out 8-10 years ago, so it should be.
Well, it might be on the short list.
It's just like TAMIYA. A lot of TAMIYA pros and TAMIYA fan were saying, "Oh, they'll never re-release the Porsche, the Porsche 934, because if they do, it's going to hurt them because it's not going to be worth as much the other ones that they have, or people in collection and things like that." But TAMIYA doesn't care of what other people have. They care about their money in their pocket and what they make. So they did re-release that 934 for Porsche, and a lot of people are happy now.
Tank, if I get that, excuse me, if I get that that bug, where do you get the bearings from? Amazon or
Jim's
Bearings hobby shop?
Jim's Bearings.
Jim's Bearings.
Jim Bearings.
Yeah.
Jim's Bearings, Fast Eddie's Bearings.
I was about to say, I thought it was Fast Eddie.
Fast Eddie, you can
Just-
find Fast Eddie on Amazon.
Yeah.
makes it
Yeah.
easier.
I've used both. I prefer the Jim's Bearings. They seem to run a little bit better for me.
Okay.
And
Jim's
you just
Bearing
put
is
the model you need and stuff,
Yes.
right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
You can
Jim's
just,
Bearing is actually Sean's friend.
Oh.
That's
Send
why
him a
I try to
message.
push him also.
Yeah.
So
I've been using them on last builds I've done probably for the past 2-3 years.
and
Jim
the price
Bearings-
are comparable. The price
Yeah.
are comparable
Yeah.
to everybody else.
And he gets them out real quick too. He ships stuff out quick.
So Key,
I know I have Jim Bearings in my Hornet.
I don't know why, but that sounds dirty.
Blizzard,
Lyle.
Blizzard FPV asks a question here. What do you know about the Turbo Racing 176 Baby Monster? Is there any
haven't
way
seen
to
that yet.
build instead of buy ready to run?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it either.
I know nothing.
Turbo 176 Baby Monster. Let me Google that.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
Keith.
That's it.
Oh,
Probably if it's a monster truck, the only one that would know anything about it would be Tony. And he's not in here yet.
That's from Bangoods.
Oh,
176. My God.
It's a small one.
Yeah, that's smaller than a freaking Hot Wheels.
176.
Was
Yeah.
that those little Austin Minis?
I don't know. I know
If
Hot
it is,
Wheels
I
are
want one.
1/64th, so
So here's a remote
There's
control.
187 scales. There's actually 187. It's even smaller yet, and it's HO scale.
So look at the scale. Look,
125 for that?
yeah. Look how big the
Oh,
remote
okay.
is compared to the car. Like the charging wire is almost bigger than the truck.
right.
You got to think about the microelectronics in it. That's tough to do.
Still, there's a car about that size at Walmart right now for $22. And
Right,
it's full proportion steering.
right. And that's perfect for the back of your scale crawler.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, anything under 1/18 scale for me, I don't touch. I just no thanks. It's not for me. So
Well, I do it gimmick wise, like I said. If you look on the back of my, even though it's not TAMIYA, I apologize.
Yeah,
But
that's
those are my fifth scales on the back of my trailer.
there you go.
yeah, the fifth scale behind your trailer of 1/10.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Lyle, you're turd.
But other than that,
What?
no.
You're a turd. I
Look
remember
at
that
Lyle's
episode.
background. Look at Lyle's background. Showing off again.
I remember that.
Hey man, I just spent like 20 minutes going through my phone and my Instagram trying to find TAMIYA pictures and emailed them to myself and downloaded them in my computer and then put them up as my background. You're welcome.
Good job.
Yeah,
Good job.
I remember those days.
Was that when you did the single outhouse or the 3 that day?
I never did 3 in a day. I did 3 total, and I'm the only one to play that game to never dump an outhouse.
Okay.
Sweet.
The LED says the LED wheel says they ruined most of their vintage market. Yes, they do, but they don't sell vintage. I don't think they hold off to boxes and try to run the market after a while, selling the boxes to outrageous price. I think the fan actually do that by themselves. The people actually do that. So yes, by doing that, they are wrecking the vintage market, but I don't think they care about the vintage market.
Want to know something about the
And what are
vintage
we
market?
talking about?
Those, even the ones that, the new ones that come out that replace those, I mean, the re-releases, those still go up in price after they stop making them again.
It's when TAMIYA re-release a kit they haven't made in 20 years and they come out with a kit, it's saying it hurts the market for the other
Yeah,
one,
I
but
know
I
what
don't
he's
think it
saying.
does.
No.
Even if it does,
Because
it
they
will go back up
slightly-
again when they stop making it again.
But they slightly modify something so it's different
they-
from the original.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Which still puts the original up on a higher plateau.
Yeah, but for the purists, they still get real butthurt about things.
Yeah, and somebody that does not know, like you could take a new chassis from the new Clodbuster and put the old body of the old one on it and sell it as a vintage. Somebody that does not know there's difference in the chassis, they could get screwed and pay extra when it's not really vintage. You do have to
And-
be careful.
And you said someone's name a couple different times, and look who popped up in the chat.
Candyman, Candyman, Candyman.
Yeah.
Tony.
Yep. Tony popped up. Spin Rush. He had the Atlas 6x6.
Okay.
Hello, Jake. He just popped in. Oh, FMS. I thought it was Atlas. Same thing. Same song, second verse. They're all the same company.
So Lyle, how many semi trucks do you have right now from Tamiya? Just that one?
No, that one's actually gone. I only
got a night hauler.
You can't see it right now.
Yeah,
I only
it's
have
a night
the night hauler with
Okay.
the white one with the RC Spark speckle across the hood.
Okay.
Yeah, I had that guy got sold about 3-4 months ago, maybe more even, to Chris Rappel of Scaletown RC.
Cool. And which Tamiya kit would you get if you were to get a Tamiya kit?
That's a 50-50 toss-up. I would flip a coin, something similar to that. Oh my God, nothing works. There it is. Shit.
There you go.
I would flip a coin to decide either a high lift chassis, because I have all the high lift bodies already. I don't need a body, or another semi.
The high lift kit would be a fun kit to get, yes, but I don't like the ticket price on it. It's stupid, ridiculous price. Like it's almost $800 Canadian.
No, they're about 6 something here in Calgary. So if you want one, I can hook you up for 600 plus shipping if you want to.
No
pay
thanks.
For all of it.
No thanks.
Yeah, they're beautiful though. Like the amount of detail that comes in the Tundra, all three of them, they were all great for different reasons. Like getting I don't know, can I go off on a tangent here? Are you trying to kill, or do you want me to kill time, or you need to go?
No. As long as you talk about Tamiya, we're all good.
Okay, because I've had them before, the Tamiya high lifts, and the 3-speed transmission and everything. Once you get a proper remote for it and get everything set up, it takes time not only to build it, but then there's the electrical setup and all the tuning, changing gears, building it properly. That's the only time I use red Loctite is on a Tamiya semi or a Tamiya high lift, because they're 3-speed transmissions and the motor is internal inside the transmission. Or I think it is. And then the pinion is completely inaccessible. If that pinion falls off, you got a lot of work to do to get inside there just to put the pinion back on.
Yeah.
So I red Loctite that grub, and I will take a soldering iron, cook it for a little while, and then back it out if I have to. But if it backs out on its own, yeah, I would love one of those chassis again. I miss that setup.
You know what's interesting about those is that those are full-time 4-wheel drive when you shift into any gear, unlike the Mountaineer and the.
Well, it's crazy crawling. Like if you throw in a quality 35 or 45 turn, for me that's good. Like everybody's different. I know guys who throw 80 turns into vehicles like that. But if you throw it in the first gear with a 45 turn with a quality motor and a quality ESC with a quality remote that's got Expo set up, you can barely even tell it's moving. And if that kind of stuff gets you off, and it does for me, the Tamiya is the way to go. The 3-speed transmission, I forget the gear ratio in that first gear, but it's insane. You can go crazy. You can go as high as putting like an 80 turn brush motor with a 3-to-1 reduction unit, which takes that up to 240 turn motor or something.
But what I'm also trying to say is that the Bruiser that goes into 2-wheel drive with this. They're kind of the same transmission, but there's a difference in the transfer case.
Yeah, the Bruiser is not 3-speed, is it? I don't know. I've never had.
Yes, it is a 3-speed. It just goes into 2-wheel drive after first gear.
Yelling at me.
It is a 3-speed. It just goes into 2-wheel drive and second and third.
Well, that's weird. Automatically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's still cool. Just the idea that it's still cool that it does that. That's an actual working transfer case like that.
Yeah, that's interesting because in first gear you got 4x4, but as soon as you put it in second or third, you only have rear-wheel drive, which is cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that's what's cool about those.
How many of those do you have, Brad?
What?
How many of those do you have?
I don't have any of those.
You don't have a Bruiser?
No, I would have loved one, but those are a very complex kit.
Well, it might be on my list. I'm interested now. I've never seen one, and I know I want it.
Hey, Frank, show it to him.
I know someone who has one right now.
And you want to know something?
The vintage, and it's going to be for sale here shortly.
Do you want to know something? They're going. They're. I think I saw them being sold for under $1,000. Well under 1,000.
I fucking hope so.
I remember last year they had them going for 500.
Why would it be more than the high lift? Because it does the automatic shifting thing?
Yeah, and it's got all metal. It's got metal chassis everywhere. Everything's metal on it.
You're talking about the Toyota Bruiser Kit?
Yes,
guy?
the Hilux Bruiser and the Mountaineer.
Hilux Bruiser. I've never
That's
heard
what
that
it's called.
There it is.
$1,000.
But you could get it cheaper than that. I've seen it going for cheaper.
This is Canadian.
Okay. But you could probably still get it cheaper. Even
it's still on the list, but it's really low now.
Show him anything close up about it. Show like he can.
No, I'm looking for more Tamiya pictures. I downloaded a bunch of them, but they didn't go in order. I keep clicking on sort by date and it's not working, and I don't know why. Oh, it's doing the dates of when they were taken. Excuse me.
Art?
No, I swore, and I should probably stop doing it on Tuesdays.
You see now you have 3 vehicles you might want.
Dang.
Oh my God, no, the list is huge. You just added another one is all.
Yeah, well, you those are the 3 now that you'd want.
No, man, again, there's so many more. Oh, you're talking just Tamiya? Yeah, there's only like 3. Yeah, you're right. There would only be 3 if it's just Tamiya. Second, how many RCs do I want? My God, man, I don't have enough paper to write the list up.
Yeah, how many RCs do I want? I want a lot of them.
And I want all of them. I want all the RCs.
I don't want all. I'm picky on what I want.
Okay, no Orlando's. That's getting too small. I'm with Tank.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
1/24th is as small as I go for myself personally. I've had an Orlando. I ended up trading it or selling it. I can't remember. It wasn't for me.
I almost picked one of those up. The one that looked like a little wraith there, the little tiny one.
Oh yeah, that one's become. That's also their fastest one too.
Yeah.
It's a little whack hopper.
But
I do want one of those 176 or 172nd, whatever they are, of the Austin Mini. I can't remember. I think it might be the company you were looking at there earlier.
It's a Mini Cooper. That was their first ones they came out with.
Yeah, I want those bad. I have the perfect table for it, and winter's here. It's like minus 22, minus 15. Screw that. I'm not going outside.
Hey, but you know what? Like I said, they have HO scale. They go down to 187 scale.
That's a little much.
I know as John Martin sent me a link for some of the small little bitty semi trucks. I'd like to have a couple of those just for the heck of it to put in my semi trucks.
Oh, you mean like the 187 scale? 187?
Yeah, whatever they are. Yeah.
That'd be cool if you had like a
They're full function too. They have 4-wheel drive or 6-wheel drive if you want it, and they also have lights.
Yeah.
And they're HO scale.
Okay, Brad, hold on one second. What was that, Keith? We could barely hear you.
So I said that'd be pretty cool if you had a train track and then the little cars you could remote control around in the train track.
Yeah.
Derail them.
Yeah, that's a nice one, RC Voodoo. I'm debating on doing that to my actually D12. I don't know if I'll do that to my D12, like put the skirt on it and all that. You chrome the rear end, the underneath carriage
No,
also?
you put a metal chassis on it.
Oh, the metal chassis?
Yeah, I got the full metal chassis on it.
Cool.
Everything's metal besides this bottom cover.
Okay. And that skirt is actually 3D printed?
This is 3D printed. The bed cover I made. This is 3D printed. This is 3D printed. The seat is 3D printed.
Vent visors.
The interior is 3D printed. The rain guards 3D printed.
The skirt are all 3D printed?
The what?
The
These?
skirt? Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
They come from who? From them?
You can order these from anywhere.
Yeah, there's a couple different companies that
You
have
can get them
those.
on eBay, Amazon, AliExpress, anywhere.
Okay.
But I did 3D print the first set until they come out with them. Then I just bought them.
Oh, look at what I have to do here. It shows the ESC on its side. But that's not going to work when I have those little things to move around, you know, for different battery setups. That's just not going to work with this. So I have to find a way to get it to sit down here like this. Hopefully still have enough room for things. Not that this chassis isn't got room. You see
Now
what I'm saying?
the receiver, you did lay the receiver flat on the ground. It's not on an angle or on the side.
See, no, see. There's
Okay,
your
yeah,
receiver.
the receiver's okay. Okay, good.
But they wanted this on its side on the ESC there.
So why don't you put it like that?
Because I have the jumper, the little jumpers. I can't go in there and move the jumpers.
Oh, so you want to take it from LiPo to
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have to actually lay this down flat on here.
leave it on NIMS and put an alarm on your battery.
Or
I run lipos in my Tamiyas.
Brad, would it be possible to just rotate the ESC so you can reach the jumper for the weight?
I was just talking here's either way I go, the jumper is still going to be difficult to get into because I have to go in at an angle.
Okay, I was looking at something else, so I didn't see what you were doing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I'm just showing you what it showed in the direction.
Okay, but if you lay it flat, can you get to the jumpers if you lay it flat?
Yes, I take the body off and I get to the jumpers.
So why can't you put it that way? Is it going to interfere with anything?
No, I don't know why they have that there. I don't know what they're expecting to fit in there because it doesn't.
The battery go through there?
The battery's right here.
Okay, so yeah, you should be able to just lay it flat. You should be okay going flat with it.
Yeah.
Just don't stick it now. Stick it only at the end. You should be you'll know near the end if you can do it that way.
That's what she said.
So, but when you have the jumpers, you gotta compensate for that because you got to be able to get to them.
Yeah, well, that's what he's saying. Wait till the end to stick it down in place after you get everything else in the tub that has to go in there. That way you can see if you can leave it that way.
Okay.
Oh.
We're in a seminar right now. Sitting in our chairs. People that have a funny background. Well, I don't know why Kurt's is not working.
Because Kurt doesn't speak, so therefore
he's waving.
He's non-existent to it.
That's it. That's kind of cool.
He ditched class.
He ditched class.
Nice.
Oh, Steph from the LED wheel says you can always create a jumper wire. That's true.
I've never done such a thing, and I don't know how that would look.
It would also be a little more difficult with the small little jumper piece there. It's possible it'd just be a little harder to do.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get the front end and the rear end on here and see what happens.
Yeah, just get it all done before you stick the thing in place and then go from there.
Yeah, I don't think Brad has the know-how of how to create that little tiny jumper wire to actually go in there.
He doesn't have the raw materials to do it.
That is correct, because what you need to get, Brad, is a little connector that would actually fit on there. And then it comes out with two wires, and then those wires, you short them or unshort them when you need them to be on or off. So
I'd have to visualize what that does. I mean, I've created things before. I've created things when I had my Super Hornet. I broke one of the front areas where the suspension was.
Green Frog is also saying you can always use Velcro to secure your ESC. And you just take it off, use jumper, stick it back on.
Yeah, very true. That'll hold it in place very well. That's what I do.
Double-sided tape.
I was going to say double-sided tape.
I already have double-sided tape on this right now.
Steph from the LED wheel says they already exist. So the jumper wire. So if you want to Google it, try to find it online. Those jumper wires actually exist.
What'd you lose, Brad?
He's
I
not
didn't lose
losing anything.
nothing.
He was showing how the ESC is showing to be mounted in the instructions. But if he does it that way with that ESC, he can't get to the jumpers to change the batteries type.
Ah,
That's all. Now, yeah, doing
And-
something like that, using Velcro would probably be your better bet on that, Brad. That way it'll still be secure when you're running it. But if you need to take it to change it, you can just pull it loose, change it, and put it back and not worry about it.
Mhm.
I have to buy some Velcro though.
Where is
99-cent store.
Well, no,
Has
go to
Velcro.
Walmart.
Walmart has
Walmart.
Velcro. Sometimes
get
I
a-
can't even find Velcro at Walmart. I've been in there when I
That's what I was gonna say. I'll show you. I'll tell you where to go. Go in the craft section, and they have this box, and then they'll have all different styles all along the side. So
Yeah, that's what I mean. Sometimes when I've gone in there before, they were out of all their Velcro like that.
well,
Oh yeah.
that's rare. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I had at
It's
auto
happened,
parts
trust me, it's happened.
stores, hardware stores.
Mhm.
Letter
So
swamp.
you say a table, Velcro tape, and what else?
Dirt, said dollar store.
he's trying to.
you did what?
Because
To
he's
what?
because about the grasshopper.
Okay, guys,
You
it's
know-
11:30. We're gonna start doing the round table saying good night, and we'll start with Brad since he's laughing so hard.
Thanks for having me. I got some more things done. I got a lot of done more than I have in a long time on the car within a week.
Cool. Thank
Goodbye.
you. Thank you, Brad. Kurt RC.
Thanks, Tank, for having me, and everybody have a good rest of the week.
Thank you very much. Lyle.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry I wasn't here for the whole thing. Tamaya. Leave a comment, hit likes and thumbs and all that jazz. Maybe the bell, ding-a-ling. Tamaya.
See you later. Thanks. AZ Froggy, RC, and more.
Oh, thanks for the invite, Frank. Everyone out there, stay safe, especially if you get some nasty weather coming your way. Just have a good time with RCs.
Cool. KBRC 13.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me, Tank. And well, see you guys on Thursday.
Sounds
Right.
good. Dirk Gordon.
Oh, shit. Never changed the name. Thanks for having me.
Sounds like a Marvel character.
Dirk.
I think there is a
Dirk.
character named Dirk in Marvel.
Thank you. Let's go to RC Voodoo.
You guys, thanks for having me on, Frank, and been on the phone a little bit, but
It's good.
appreciate it. We'll talk to y'all next time.
Sounds good. And if you guys need anything 3D printed, you live in the States, contact RC Voodoo. He does a lot of good 3D print for the people that lives in the States. There you go. That's another one. Whereabouts in the States are you again?
I'm in West Virginia right now.
West Virginia? Okay.
He's very close to me, then.
And
3 hours,
you,
maybe.
do you have a site, a website, or is it Facebook or eBay, I think?
I have an eBay store. It is it's in my about section. I can't even
Okay.
think of the name of it right now, but all my information is on my about section on my YouTube.
Cool. Sounds good.
Voodoo scale accessories on eBay.
Okay.
Thanks.
There you go. KBRC 13.
I already said goodnight.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. John Martin.
thanks for having me. Even though I was in and out like a while, I was jumped to another stream real quick to listen to another announcement that was made. But
Sounds good.
I'll see you guys on the next one.
Sounds good. Thanks. Gurus RC.
I always appreciate the invite, and everyone hit that thumbs up.
Thank you.
RC Voodoo, please don't leave because we have an after
Yes.
because I need to talk to you.
Yeah, after we go off air, we stay on and chit chat and let the steam roll if ever we need to let the steam.
Yeah. Oh.
Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll talk to you guys later. And till then, go charge up some batteries and go out there and have some fun and break something. Because if you're not breaking anything, You're not having any fun. Ask Tony, CC, he knows. He breaks things all the